guys, if you're new to Deception Bytes, hit the like and subscribe button and be sure to hit the bell to be notified of future videos. If you wish to support the channel, the links are in the description below. Now, fasten your seatbelt. Here we go. All right, guys, I'm back, and it is Wednesday, April 3rd, and it's 10:24 p.m. I just uploaded the first video of Q-related news, and I still have had more to cover, and I think that what I'm going to be covering in this video you will want to see. In fact, I'm quite certain you will want to see it. Forgive me, during the break while that was uploading, I ate some peanuts, so I feel like I have them stuck in my teeth now, but you know what? Life's going to continue. That's the way I feel. So if I have peanuts stuck in my teeth, just forgive me. All right, let's go on with the Q-related news, and let's get into some things. I'm going to get a few things out of the way first, and then I'm going to get into something really very fascinating. That is Sammy. He is this is his playtime, and he wants me to give him attention, but he will get plenty of attention once this is finished. So don't feel sorry for him. He'll get lots of attention tonight and some treats. So this from Donald Trump: Congress must get together and immediately eliminate the loopholes at the border. If no action, border or large sections of border will close. This is a national emergency. He's been saying this, and he is absolutely 100% correct, but the Democrats keep claiming there is no emergency at the border. Well, let's take a look at this, and you tell me if you think that there is an emergency at the border. Here, this from Super Elite Texan: here's what's coming to the southern border. Note, this photo only shows a section of one caravan. What you see here is about half of one of the 5 headed this way right now. It is no longer by the thousands nor tens of thousands. Now it's hundreds of thousands are on their way. Look at this. Look at it. Now, granted, this isn't the greatest picture. It's very blurry, but that is one huge mass of humanity. One huge mass. And this person is saying that it is it only shows a section of one caravan, one of 5 caravans. Yeah. I'd say that is, an emergency. What's California going to do? I mean, California, they'll give them a driver's license, welfare, whatever they need. Really? I mean, the state is bankrupt. How are they going to support all these people? Because that's where they'll head: Texas, California, Arizona. What are these people? We can't support all these people. And, yes, I understand. People want a better life. But this is not really about that. It's really not. This is unprecedented. Yes, there's always been people leaking across the border. Like I said yesterday, it's like a submarine with a screen door. They are just, it doesn't matter. Up until this point, it doesn't matter what barriers they're just pouring through. And this is the worst I think it's ever been. And I think it's being helped along by people like George Soros, of course, who fund things like this because he's trying to destabilize the United States. And he's done a very good job so far. It's having an effect. Absolutely it is. But there's the Democrats fighting Donald Trump, who is the only person who has actually wanted to address this problem and stop it, solve it. But of course, the Democrats care more about their pocketbooks and their bottom line and their power than they do about the American people. They don't care about America. In fact, I think most of them actually hate America. Look at that. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. All right, let's go on. Now, I loved this by Noah Ring. Raise your hand if you'd rather have a border wall than a bowl of guacamole. Of course, that hit the news in the last couple days that, if we close the border, we're going to run out of avocados. Oh no, oh no. Well, let me see here. What would you rather have? Do you want to support all of these people, which is just half, not even half of one caravan, and there are 5? Do you want to support all those people, or would you rather eat avocados? Yeah, I thought so. And can't we plant avocados in the United States? Don't they grow in California? Can't we plant more avocados? I mean, really, is it that big of a problem? Oh no, we're going to run out of avocados. Oh no. My gosh. Yeah. I think people will gladly give up their guacamole. Maybe. If not, some of the people in California, I mean, gosh, they could grow them in their backyard, couldn't they? I mean, I don't know. I don't know that much about growing avocados. I know that they need a warm climate, obviously, but I don't know. I would think that California and Texas and parts of Arizona would be able to grow guacamole. No, you can't grow guacamole, but you can grow avocados. Now, tell me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong? Don't they have greenhouses? Can't they grow them in greenhouses? My gosh, people, really? Is that what it's resorted to? Is that what you're down to? Oh no, we're going to run out of avocados. It's a national emergency. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. They've run out of all the arguments, so now they're down to avocados. Oh no. No guacamole, man. All right, now we are getting into what I wanted to get into. And I really want to know what you got. I'm sorry, my back is just itching like crazy. I think I'm going to have to get rid of this deer skin. Anyway, or at least put it somewhere else. Okay, this is very serious. And again, this is a theory. Nothing but a theory, but it's a darn strong theory if you ask me. Knowing the way that Q and POTUS communicate, you tell me. All right, so it may seem confusing as I'm going through it, but it's going to all come together, I promise you, and you will see exactly what I'm seeing, and you will probably come to the same conclusion that I came to. Maybe not, and if not, that's okay. We can agree to disagree, that's fine, but let me know what you think. And yeah, okay, so this was from the U.S. Army Twitter page, and it says HRC, which of course one immediately comes to mind, Hillary Rodham Clinton, but it doesn't stand for that in terms of the U.S. Army. It stands for the Army, the Human Resource Command. The Army Human Resource Command, HRC, are wearing a new shoulder sleeve insignia on their uniform following an official repatching. Okay, and I know, you're all saying, yeah, so, right, so, well, let's go on. Again, I said, as I go through this, you might be thinking like, what are you talking about? But it'll come together, I promise you. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at the article that this is taken from. All right, now this from the U.S. Army, www.army.military.mil. Okay, and it says HRC, Human Resource Command. Is it Resource Command or is it? I've forgotten already. Well, that's not the right. Hang on, it's getting late. Human Resource Command. Yeah, I was right. Okay, I didn't think that sounded right, but it is right. So, Human Resource Command completes transition, unveils new patch, insignia, motto. Okay, I know, you're saying so. This is from March 20th, 2019. But let's read this another way. Just keep this in the back of your mind. Hillary Rodham Clinton completes transition. Okay, that's not really what it says. Well, it does. It says HRC. But here it stands for Human Resource Command. But could it, and keep this in the back of your mind as we're going through this, could it also refer to Hillary Rodham Clinton completes transition? Hang on now. So this article, and we're not going to go all through it. Here's the picture that was on their Twitter page. And it's just saying soldiers assigned to the U.S. Army Human Resource Command are wearing a new shoulder sleeve insignia on their uniform following an official repatching ceremony conducted March 20th at the organization's Mod Complex headquarters here. Command leadership also unveiled new unit colors, a redesigned distinctive unit insignia, and unit motto, Soldiers First. The redesigned unit patch replaced the historical Minuteman silhouette with that of a modern-day soldier, is the most recent sign of a change following the command's designation as a direct reporting unit almost 18 months ago. Prior to becoming a direct reporting unit, the command was a field operating agency of the Officer of the Deputy Chief of Staff for Personnel, G-1. According to Army Regulation 1087, DRUs are Army organizations comprised of one or more units with institutional or operational support functions designated by the Secretary of the Army, normally to provide broad general support to the Army in a single, unique discipline, not otherwise available anywhere in the Army. DRUs operate under authority established by the SEC Army. Now, okay, that is not... that's neither here nor there to what we're looking at. But it says, as a DRU, HRC provides the distribution and strategic talent management of active and reserve components, shoulders, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's not important to what we are, let me see. So that's that for that. That's all we need to know about that. There's a new patch that they've uncovered. The old one had a Minuteman. The new one has a soldier. Okay, a modern day soldier. All right, let's go back. Stay with me because I know at this point, sorry, my back is so itchy. At this point, doesn't make a whole lot of sense yet. Let's go down. Now, hilarious nicknames for the Secret Service has for presidents. Now, we all know that, right? We all know that the presidents and their wives all have nicknames the Secret Service use. Like, for example, Obama's was Renegade. And here it says again, we share the Secret Service code names for presidents, including Melania Trump. Her nickname is Muse, probably because she was a model. Hillary Clinton's was Evergreen. Okay, now we've heard this before, right? This isn't the first time we've heard this. Now, it might be the first time you're hearing it. I don't know, but that was her code name as far as the Secret Service go. All right. So keep that in the back of your head. Now, here is another tweet by the U.S. Army, and seems a little, I don't know, a little odd to me. 45 years later, the OH National Guard and town of Xenia, Ohio, remember the devastating F5 tornado responsible for 33 deaths. Click the link for more information. Interesting. And what does it show these guys doing? Well, let's look. Oh, they're cutting up an evergreen tree. Okay, I know. We're still pulling it together. Stay with me. We're going somewhere, I promise. Now, here is the new patch, and I don't know, could be an upside down Q, or I could be just, Now, this, I didn't make this, nor did I point this out. It was from a guy, and I can't remember his name now. He's on Twitter. I want to give him credit where credit is due. Hopefully I've got his name here somewhere so I can give him credit for finding this. And he did this. He circled these. Now, it's interesting. 45 years later, F5 tornado, 33 deaths, and they're cutting up an evergreen tree. And here is their new patch. It is a modern day soldier, and, you know, could be a Q upside down. Might not be. Here it is, Bruno Barking. Bruno Barking, I had not followed this person, but I am now, because I looked, and I think that, you know, this person obviously is a patriot, obviously involved in the Great Awakening Q movement, and is obviously on the ball. So I did follow them. Bruno Barking. Now, this is theirs from Twitter. Add-on, number fun, from tree picture, the one we just looked at with the evergreen tree. 45 can be POTUS, or sums to 9. F5 equals 5. 33 equals cabal number, call out. 3 plus 3 sums to 6. 5 plus 6, so there's a 9/11. Also, the D5 the Dems feared back in December just got worse. It's an F5 tornado. Ha! Expended their ammo. All right. Now, that's interesting. Could be a coincidence. But remember, they do communicate this way. Q communicates this way. POTUS communicates this way. And we've seen this again and again on government, you know, Twitter pages and so forth, things that really do have meaning for those that are paying attention. Now, let's come down to this. And I'm going to make this bigger so that you all can see it, because it's important. U.S. Army tweeted Minuteman. Okay, let's take a look at this. Minutemen of Lexington and Concord. The Minutemen came into their own at the Battle of Lexington and Concord on April 19th, 1775, a date now commemorated in Massachusetts and Maine as Patriots' Day, when 700 British redcoats marched up to Lexington Green at dawn. On that morning, the Lexington Minutemen were there to greet them. So, it's interesting, their patch used to have a Minuteman on it, and that the Minutemen came into their own at the Battle of Lexington and Concord. And let's see, let's go down, we've got more. Yes, we do. And here's the U.S. Army. This is from their official Twitter page. It says, can you identify this U.S. Army patch? Here's a clue. The previous patch featured a Minuteman. Hashtag Tuesday Trivia. So this is the previous patch here, and it does look like an old-fashioned Minuteman. And this patch, yes, it does look like a more modern soldier, right? Okay. Now, let's look at this. Now, this says, okay, this is from April 2nd, 2018. Okay, April 2nd, 2018. And look what Q posted. Now, granted, these tweets came on April 2nd. Yesterday. Look at this. Where we go one, we go all. Drops will go fast. White House, clean, SIG. Marker, everything is planned. Years, message, unity, awakening, we fight. Lexington, period. Concord, period. Stay together. Q. Isn't that interesting? That's a 1-year delta, okay? Talking about Lexington and Concord. Lexington and Concord has to do with the Minutemen. Here, the U.S. Army, April 2nd, is tweeting out, here's a clue, the previous patch featured a Minuteman. This is too much of a coincidence at this point for me. I don't know about you. And I know we're still bringing this all together. And here is the Battle of Lexington and Concord, the shot heard around the world. We've heard that before. Q has talked about that before, right? So, isn't this interesting? I think it is. I think it's very interesting. And let me see. I thought I had more here. Okay, now, do you think that here's the theory, okay, that they are letting us know that HRC has transitioned. Evergreen, they show an evergreen tree. Could be a coincidence. I doubt it. Now, here is the kicker. Apparently, Able Danger, and I don't know what you think about Able Danger. I've had my thoughts and feelings, and sometimes they vary. Sometimes they vary from positive to I don't know. But apparently they let it slip that HRC is no longer with us. And I think it's interesting in light of this. What are the odds? There's something here. There's something to this. Like anyone that denies there's something to this, maybe it doesn't have to do with HRC, but it seems awfully strange to me because they're talking up here about HRC completes transition, unveils new patch. Now this was from the U.S. Army. That was April 2nd. Then they show, well, obviously we know that HRC's nickname, well not nickname, but her code name by the Secret Service was Evergreen, right? Why? I don't know. And then we have this. Now, of all the pictures they could have chosen, why would they choose this one? I don't know. Maybe it's just, maybe it's coincidence. But then they put all these little code words in there. Like 33, everybody knows that that is code. When you see 33, you might as well know that it's Masonic and Cabal. I mean, absolutely. F5 tornado, 45 years later. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking something odd here. And 45 years later, it would be interesting to go back from this date, 45 years, and see if there's anything significant when it comes to Hillary Rodham Clinton. I never thought of that until right now, but I think I'm going to do that when I'm done, because that might be a little interesting foray as well. But I just think that there's something here. And the fact that Able Danger let it slip, they didn't mean to, but they let it slip, that she was no longer here, I think that's interesting. And I did have a call. I do know an Able Danger agent. And I did have a call from him on my phone, which I didn't, I haven't talked to him. But I'm just wondering if he was, I don't know. He doesn't give me a lot of information that he can't give me, but I just think it's interesting. It's all very interesting. So I'd like to talk to him and see if, now that they've let it slip, if he would let me know if that is the truth. But we'll see where that goes. But I wanted to bring it to you guys. I'm not saying it's the gospel truth here. I don't know. It's an interesting theory. Interesting. I do believe that the U.S. Army website is communicating something to us with this. No doubt about it. Not in my mind anyway. And too much coincidence. Too much coincidence, especially with there being a 1-year delta on Q talking about Lexington and Concord, and here the U.S. Army coming out with the Minutemen and changing the patch and so forth, and the Minutemen having to do with Lexington and Concord. Too much coincidence there for me. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, because I am dying to, well, I'm not dying, I'm not going to say that. I'm very I look forward to your comments. I really look forward to your comments. Now, let me just go through another couple things here real quick. I think I'll leave these two things for, well, I'm not going to go into this, but Hannity sources say extraordinarily damning info coming out soon on the DOJ and FBI. That, according to Bongino, and I do trust him, but I'm not going to go into that, and I think I'm going to skip that other one because it's kind of off topic. But I did want to show you this. This from the Goodman Report. This is Alexander Soros, son of George, the oldest son, and the man next to him is Senator Charles Chuck Schumer. They look cozy, don't they? They look very, very cozy. So I wanted to show you that as well. And let's look at this, see what this is. I can't remember, but yes, I think I'm going to leave that for another time as well. It is an undercover video of a Twitter engineer talking about how they censor conservatives. So, caught in the act. And I would like to bring that to you, but I'll do so at another time because I've already done one video. I don't want this video to go really long, so I will note that and bring that to you at another time. Now, this I would like to show you. I think you will find it very amusing. I most certainly did, and why not share the fun? All right, now, is that the, or is it, it's down here. Okay. All right, now, take a listen to this. President Trump gives remarks at NRCC annual spring dinner. I think you're going to enjoy this. If you don't, well, I don't know, but I found it very amusing. So I think you will too.
The Green New Deal, done by a young bartender, 29 years old. A young bartender, wonderful young woman. The Green New Deal. You know, but it's crazy. You know, the first time I heard it, I said, that's the craziest thing. You have senators that are professionals, that you guys know, that have been there for a long time. White hair, everything perfect. And they're standing behind her and they're shaking. They're petrified of her. We support the Green New Deal. How about the woman from Hawaii, the senator from Hawaii? Highly nice woman, right? Oh, I'm glad I didn't say it. I'm going to get great points from my wife for not saying that. But she was so angry to men, right? Remember, she was screaming at men. And then they asked her about the Green New Deal. I love it. They said, yeah, but you don't allow airplanes anymore, so you can't get to Hawaii. Oh, we have to work on something. So somebody jokingly said, we'll build a train to Hawaii, and she actually thought it was a decent idea. So now she supports it because she thinks they're going to build a train to Hawaii. But they really believe this stuff. And you know, it's like, it's the craziest thing. They believe it. And we will have to do something. But don't do it too early, please. Don't kill it. Because we want to be able to run against it. If they beat me with the Green New Deal, I deserve to lose. So.
Classic Trump. Classic Trump, if you ask me. Love it. If they beat me with the Green New Deal, I deserve to lose. Yeah, unreal. Anyway, let's take a look at, I'll take this out so I know that I've covered it. And this, and let me see here. I think that's it. I think I will save the rest for later. Oh, this I think you'll find interesting though. Let me just throw this in. Raise your hand if this made you smile today. Empire ratings tank. Lowest ever. The life of Jussie Smollett isn't getting any easier for the embattled hoaxer. Now his show has hit the worst ratings in the show's history. Well, tell me, what did they expect? It's like them being surprised after they fired Roseanne. They were surprised that the show tanked. Now, if they had fired him and brought in someone else, probably the show would have gone on and done well. But, you know, people are very upset about that and don't want to watch him on the show. I mean, is that too much for them to understand? Apparently it is. And let me see here. And one more, and we're going to call it quits for this video. All right. Governor Mike Huckabee. The MPAA slapped at unplanned movie with an unjustified R rating so a 13-year-old girl can get an abortion without her parents even knowing, but can't see a movie showing what abortion really is without being accompanied by an adult until she's 17. Yeah. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? But it's not surprising. Not surprising at all. So I think I'm going to call it a night, and I will be back tomorrow, Lord willing, and will bring you either Q drops or Q related news, or who knows? I may find something entirely different to bring you. I still want to do the video on the airport in Denver, and I am looking for those pictures. I've got 3 computers, hard drives that I'm looking through trying to get at it, because I used to do photography like crazy. I have so much photography, it's unbelievable. And so I'm looking for them because I know I have them. They're here. I want to find them. So anyway, when I find them, I'll bring that to you. And until then, we will cover Q-related news and so forth. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your kind comments more than you can possibly know. I thank you for, you know, those who have supported me on Patriot, and thank you for those that have bought me coffee. It helps more than you realize, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. I hope to see you back, and have a great night. Sleep well, stay safe, and remember, seek truth, because deception bites.